Okay, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Good. So let me get right onto it. Yesterday I faced a bug, so today I'm going to fix that problem, and then I will I will go on to fix the autoloader and also fix the make ZAS composer package. Now with that in mind, let me get some music in the background. Actually, I really don't code with music in the background. But since because I'm going live, I just need, like, I mostly put the music there. Um, yeah, I think imagine if I can actually rap on that music. Yeah. You see, I'm a rapper now. Okay, but I know I can't rap though. But yeah, if I try, I can, right? Okay. So we had this problem. Let me look at it again. It was this dash. So let me firstly take this thing from here. So instead of checking if we have met the first character, we're gonna put that below this one. So we check if first character is met. So we say if first character met is false. So let's do something in here. Let's say log. Wait. Okay, let's see. I think there's just another better logic to do this thing. I think we we have fixed the error. I think it was probably the relocation of this thing here. Instead of placing it up here, we should have placed it down. Good. So the error is fixed, as you can see. Let me just delete these two. Yep, let me just delete it and say some new file. Yeah, you can see now it's test dash name dash space and then some dash new dash file class of PHP. I think this is good, yeah, guys. So now let's just make it to read the separator, from the ZAS configuration. So let me just delete this. Now the issue would be, where do we get this separator from? Should we pass it as an argument, because we really need that separator? So if we look at the trait that uses the file util trait, the ns util trait, is there any place in here where we use the... No, there's no place in here where we use that. So what I'll do now, I will have to pass this as a parameter instead. And we can give it a default, yeah. So we'll say string, yep. So then here we will just be appending the separator. Yep, good. So with that said, I just need to make some little changes. Let's go to the container maker. We know that the container maker has the ZAS object. So since it does have the ZAS configuration object, we just need to pass that ZAS configuration object file name separator in the make file function. Okay, here we are. So yeah, to namespace, and then instead we're just going to say this. We have our ZAS config, and then we want to pass the file name separator. That was defined in the ZAS configuration, if you remember. So let's come here and take a look at it. It's file name dash separator. So I think that's it. So we pass in the I don't like too much long things, eh? So let me say file name separator fn is equal to this ZAS config, and then we do file name separator like that. And we're going to do fn separator. Yep, like that. Oh, supposed to be capital. Just okay. Yeah, so we actually have that. So then we're just going to use the fn separator here. Exactly, just there. Okay, so we use the fn separator there. Good. Now what I'm going to do again is I'm going to take a look at this folder maker or file maker. I think I should not have passed in the ZAS name here. Let me look at the ZAS helper file where we actually made this folder. Yeah, because if these folders are like these things, they are the one converting the stuff to lowercase, then we can also give them the responsibility of making it the ZAS name. Let's see. So we say folder maker, yeah, If it's a directory we are making, we'll say maker, let's go to new folder maker, this maker in this particular actor type directory, make parent directory dash container name. Okay. Good. Parent directory dash container name. So I want to cater for some error that people can make here. So since I know we will have the okay. Okay, I don't know if someone is seeing what I'm saying. See, this container name should be converted to ZAS name, yeah, and this parent directory name should also be converted to ZAS name. The main reason for that is because someone might not always put the dash when they are writing the name. They will probably use camel case, and so we will just convert that to ZAS name. So I'm going to say equal to ZAS name, and then we can do container name. Then let's use the ZAS configuration. The same thing for the parent directory name. Yep, these are very long lines of code, but okay. Okay. I have to do the same thing for the actor. Okay. Mm. And probably if you don't know what I'm doing here, as simple as this, at this point we are able to make actor files. I didn't do a video for this one when I was doing it, when I was finishing that particular functionality. We can say PHP ZAS make you can say make actor, and then you give the actor name maybe. But then since actor has foreground or background, we'll think about that. So make the actor name. The actor name will be maybe some directory here. And then we say dash in set actor or background. Let's say in actor in foreground in 4. And then is it a directory? Yes, dash D. So we can run that. So successfully made some directory dash here actor in actor slash background. So you can see that we have made this directory now. It's following the ZAS naming convention. So if I go in the actors, we should be able to see that in our foreground some directory here. But then what if someone's instead of them, so they say make actor, yeah, and then they make a new actor, let's say some file here in the same foreground. Then we say dash, then the parent directory is that's the parent directory. Maybe we say no, dash p before, dash p for parent, the parent directory. You see, now I wanted us to be able to convert this parent name to ZAS format before we can actually go ahead to make the file. So let's see what happens if we run this. You can see we were able to successfully make that file in the same some dash directory dash here without getting confused. So even if the person used camel case or they use dash in the name, we'll still be able to make the actual file. So I think this is good. Now that we have managed to do that, we need to actually change all of these files to the dash version, yeah, like class dash object, container dash maker, etc. And now we could do that in 2 ways. We could do it manually, or we could do it using code. So let me do git add or git commit fixed file name to follow the new ZAS, like that. Now like what I need to do is think about it. Should I write this thing? Should I write this thing? Should I write this thing with my hand? Should I make all of these we have a template. This one will be a dash class, abstract class. But let me leave them. Let me focus on first the ZAS config itself should be with the dash auto loader. Okay, no problem with that one. We we have master setup, so it's supposed to be master dash setup. Wow. Okay. No, we don't have to say master. This is just setup. So let me see if everything in here is manageable without any no problem. So I think everything there is manageable. Now we have to make we have to go edit the auto loader. Yeah. So we've managed to fix that problem. So the auto loader is the single most class that is outside. It needs to be loaded. It's not in any namespace here. So let's look at this auto loader class. What do we have here? We know this was the ZAS config, but we are going to change it to ZAS dash config. The first thing. So get a file path. So it gave us the name, the extension, and the path. We will get the path for you, no problem. Load a class. So giving the particular, now since we know the class name, we just have to convert the class name to a ZAS string, because get path takes replaces everything with / and return the path. So instead of just giving the actual class name, we don't know if we actually use the name. Okay, this one doesn't use namespace utility because it is the first and single most class. So that means that same function we have in the file utility, we need to bring it in here. I just hate duplicating code, but there is nothing we can do about this one, because this code will be accessible to the person who will use ZAS environment. This is their auto loader, so they themselves will see that particular code. They won't touch the I'm going to make that a private function. Yeah, so they won't touch the actual what's the name, auto loader in ZAS. Remember ZAS, now the next ZAS env we are going to make is going to be a composer package, so that I don't have to always update and people don't receive the updates. Yeah, like instead of putting the code in the framework, not in the framework, in the particular structure, the ZAS itself, we should put it in a composer package and the person can use that package. Yeah. So with that said, if you look at so the only thing now we have to be looking at here, instead of saying get path give us the name, we're just going to go to the get path function and tell the get path that, you know what, even though you do string to lower, you don't need to do string to lower name. Just chill on that one. What you're going to do, you're just going to say this to ZAS name, and that is it. Then you are going to pass this the ZAS. I don't know if we have, don't tell me, where is the ZAS config? Okay, this thing doesn't have the ZAS config, so we'll just have to say because I didn't want it to load the whole file, but still we end up keeping the whole file in memory and it's auto loading, so that's why I just decided to take a very few components from it. So public file name separator, let me put a comment. So this autoloader now should go ahead and convert everything that is camel case to ZAS. Yeah, that's the first place to start. So good. You know, there's an easier way to do this. One, okay, here's what I'm looking at. We can you know, like we can allow the autoloader to rename the files. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. So right now this autoloader won't work until we fix all of the file problems here. Starting with the ZAS config itself. So let me rename that one to ZAS-config. So we're going to do it manually. I'm not going to write a code that does this. So first thing, given we have that, the good thing is we don't have anything in actors, so we just go strictly for the supporters. Let's start with the abstracts. It's going to be command-executor. So it's command-executor. Transpiler dot a class. Okay. Let's go to the classes. Let's rename this one to class-object. Then container maker is gonna be container-maker. This is a manual process. Eh? File maker is gonna be file-maker. I hope this thing is actually file maker. Yeah, good. File runner is actually file-runner. So this will ensure that we don't have name clashes. And I know you are wondering, why didn't I just go with the camel case naming convention? The reason is simple. Windows doesn't recognize that. It doesn't recognize camel case. Like even if I have a file named levi.file, all in caps, and then I have another file that say Levi's one or Levi all in small letter, they both would be the same on Windows. So I don't want those running on Windows to have problem. Yeah, for Linux, yeah, no problem. You actually won't have such issues because of the smart not smart, but the name the case sensitivity of names. Yeah, I think for the Windows subsystem for Linux allows you to get to, like, it actually recognizes different you know that there will be some errors here, but we'll fix those errors as they come up. You know, actually the number of files is manageable. Yeah, okay. Given that we have this, we have managed to, let's now look at the ZAS helper itself. The ZAS helper is supposed to automatically load the class, so this should be ZAS-config now. Okay, Now we have to wait to see our errors. That's clear, guys. Let's do PHP ZAS and see if we even have anything running. Uncut ZAS not found. Oh, I know. It's because I set CLI log in the autoloader class, which is the root of almost all classes. So there shouldn't be any CLI logging anything here. There's actually no CLI logging anything. ZAS CLI not found in on here. Okay, so that's the first thing. Let's come here. That means the autoloader is not auto-loading properly, so let's fix that. The autoloader is not auto-loading properly. So we're gonna go back to where we actually get the food path. I think that's where we added this thing. So I'm just going to echo. I'm going to echo this. Wow. Let's see what we are loading, yeah? Specifically for us to see what we are loading. So we wanted to load ZAS CLI, which is not correct. Oh, okay. What I'll do, I'm going to just try to fix this error in one step. I'm going to take this one and bring it down. Let's say name, and then we can say name again. It's gonna be done in 2 lines of code. Now this one should not cause a problem. Okay. No, now this one should be down here. Let's echo actual name. Okay, I think I've seen another error. The main reason it's doing that is because we saw the first character, and then we didn't see a backslash. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna say even though we replaced, yeah, that's the error. It's because we so you know what, instead of break replace, I'm going to do something. I'm going to say split. So we're gonna split by we're gonna split the name, and then when we are done, we just put it back together. No, but this is the autoloader, yeah. So we don't want to have such time complexity coming in. So let me just come here, and I'll have to update the whole. We don't want the increasing the time complexity here. So if we okay, so if initially we have not met any first character. So if we meet a slash, slash or backslash, then we have not met the first character. So we say if the first character met is true, now we want to check okay. Since we are comparing only one character, we don't have to put another, just need to put this thing outside. It doesn't make sense to have a true and a false condition. So we can say the reason why I don't want to put I need to put it in a false condition is because when we meet number, when we meet a number, what happens? We meet a number, then we don't want that to be a problem. Like meeting a number, you can have, yeah, we don't want it. So what I will do now, this is gonna be another if statement. I don't like having multiple if statements, but no, there's nothing I can do here. I just have to. So if we if we meet either this oh wait, this thing's supposed to be an or statement, eh? Replace this or this with that. That was an error I didn't see, but anyway, thank God I saw it. So now if first character met, we want to say this, okay, is not equal to true. That means whenever we meet a slash, then definitely we want to set it to false. So what I'll do, I'll just say not like that, and then I'm going to clear like that thing. Let me see. Let's see again. What's the error we're having? Break replace unknown modifier. Alright, 50. Unknown modifier. unknown modifier in our regular expression. Let's look at line 50. Why is it an unknown modifier? Craig replace Now I'm thinking why that is a problem. So this one here is okay. Oh wow, should be 4. We have to okay. Okay. Null given. Argument finding must be string but null given on line 51. Really? So you mean this Craig replace hmm here there's a problem here. Okay. Let me clear. I don't know. Okay, there's a problem here. I don't want to split. We're saying preg replace every backslash or forward slash. So every backslash I think wait. Wait. Meme is that, and it actually didn't replace anything. Wait, what's happening here? You know what? Let's search for some regular expressions that does that. Regular expression to replace so there is string replace let me see. So we should be using, okay, we shouldn't be, okay, let's see. So instead of saying preg replace, let's just go ahead and say string replace. Just we already know when we are at this point we are dealing with backslashes. So let me okay, we did get the new name. Congratulations. Now we have to go into our ZAS. This one is the one that's having the problem. If we do like this, it becomes incomplete. There's still a problem here. Wow. If we skip this one, we still have the same problem. Yep. missing termination. Okay, and if I put another backslash there, let's see. So this was supposed to be the actual thing. Clear. So it's supposed to be backslash. You know what? I'm going to do the same break replace here and see what happens instead of string replace. But we know at this point we are only dealing with backslashes, so we don't have to worry about things. Okay. I think this one will work for now. Let's go to the file util and just update the file util to behave like this, so that you don't want to meet a backslash in the name and get confused. And the good thing about this side of the story is that the ZAS function is working on the command line, so we don't expect any increase in time complexity. Okay, so with that said, let me go ahead now and try some commands like PHP ZAS make. Yep, PHP ZAS make class, no actor name. Let's say make interface test in text interface slash new int. Guys, it is time to fix the other bugs. Okay, let's see what happens here. Class nsbst. Oh, excuse me. So nsbst should not be nsbst. It should be it should be nsb-s-t. That's funny. Yeah, because this is capital letter, and they put a dash here, and a dash there, and a dash there. Yep. Oh, nice. So we made the test interface that new int.irc. Let's see. Yeah, so it's good to know that we are following the convention. Now let me go back here to the autoloader class, and we have to ensure that we are actually using the file separator. No, I'm thinking so everything has to be okay. I'm still thinking of the fastest way to do that thing. After all, we'll just have to use. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on the test function. Let's see the speed at which we are running. If you have looked at this thing, you see that there is a test function somewhere. Let me remove the comment. And in our auto load function, let's test the load speed. So at the end of load, where did we have that function? There was somewhere I put this test. Okay, this auto load. We call the load function. Oh yeah, because here we put test load speed here. Okay, let's see. Like and I'm thinking, why do we even have to load all of these, even though we are taking very short time to load them? But like, do we have to load all of them before we can even realize there is no name? But now that's the effect of use, because we had the use at the beginning, so that's why I think it's giving this. It's okay. Now we can maybe someone will want to use this. Let me just say. Okay, so guys, we have this here. I can say everything is working as planned. Everything is working as planned. Let's test some things like the PHP. Let me just clear this. PHP ZAS make what? What are we making? We're making background, not background. Make supporter. What's the name of the supporter? Test slash test supporter. Yeah. Is it a directory? No, it's not a directory. Test supporter. The system cannot find the path specified. Path cannot be empty. On line 500. It's because the folder was not there, and we tried to put something in that folder. So let's say something. In the parent, yeah, now this one should work. Okay, so let's do now we have pushed this thing. Now the next thing we have to do is to make this thing a package. Yeah. So guys, this is the next thing we have on the list. We have to make this thing a package. So now for me, I'm just like, wow, I'm tired, but this is the life. We have to do what we have to do. So making it a package now is where I'm going to share my browser. So let's read some documentation here. So we're going to read some documentation. Let's read some documentation on composer package. Creating a composer package. Create a directory called my composer package and change that directory. Run composer init. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new folder. Let's try opening a folder. So there's no folder here. Just gonna create a new folder here. Control N. It's gonna be ZAS PHP CLI. That's gonna be the name of the package. So that's the folder we're opening. And then we will run composer init. Show me the terminal. Show me the terminal. Bam, bam. Composer init. Okay, this command will guide you through creating your composer.json config. So package vendor name is that? Nope. It is actually slash ZAS PHP CLI. Description tool for the zasenv. Author. Okay. Minimum stability stable. Package type it's not a library, is it? Nah, it's not a library. It's not a project as well. You know what? Let me. Okay. Probably again I've forgotten. Yeah. I was just doing this thing, creating the. Okay. Now I had to fix that one. It's a library. I think we're right. MIT license. Define your dependencies. Would you like to define your dependencies require interactively? Nope. Would you like to define your dev dependency require dev? Nope. So this is the script. Okay. Let's see our minimum stability stable. We're right. Auto load. Yep, it's fine. So we have the composer JSON. Let's look at the auto load. Auto load. What we want to use? Which auto load are we using? PSR4. Such that the thing is, now I'm thinking. This auto will mean that hello world should point to source directory. Because I actually want to define my own autoloader. So, oh yes, now I'm sure there will be the vendor autoload, and there will be my autoload. This is difficult to look at, but it's not a big problem. There should be the vendor autoload, and there should be my autoload. Now we already know that we are going to have our autoloader. We are going to have the autoloader of class that so. But then if we are asked, okay, no. Let me see. Let me see. Autoload. Composer. This one I'm searching. Custom. Hmm. So what I'm thinking now, should I put auto load here? Because technically I know ZAS itself, the CLI will require um, the CLI will require that we load ZAS stuff in here. But then, okay, let me see. We can include our own autoloader, which will it's a little bit confusing. Let me see. I think there is a way. There is a way. You know what? We are going to figure this out. I shouldn't worry a lot about it. Let me. What I'm now going to do is that I'm going to get all of the code that I have in zasenv. Yeah, all of this code and the supporters code, because we don't have any actors code, or do we? No, I don't think we do. It's still confusing because now we'll be having two supporters to deal with. There will be the one for ZAS, and there will be the one for the actual real supporter in the person's file, in the system we are building here. So we need to cater for that. We need to actually cater for that. And we also need to use the general configuration file that is in the root directory of the project. And secondly, this ZAS file itself, or maybe probably you're not seeing this one. Let me just add another window here. File. Yep, this is what we're looking at right now. So these two, okay, we have to put this whole particular folder, all of these folders in the ZAS PHP CLI, but then this one won't be there, and this one won't be there. These two will be outside, and the master setup now will actually be the autoload.php. So that when we have vendor, okay, no problem. Now I'm going to copy all of this, the license, master setup, readme, okay, these ones, and I'm going to put them in the CLI. I'm gonna paste them here. So we're gonna figure this thing out. It's not all that complicated. Good. So this one, this master setup, this one is not master setup now. It's actually autoload.php. Yep. And actors now, their setup will be requiring autoload PHP. Good. Now, okay, now there's something. Even though we have our own, did we use ZAS helper? How will we use ZAS helper on? Let me open a new window, yeah. Good. Now this one is actually in. This is the CLI tool, the tool we're trying to make. Let me just open recent. Okay. Okay. This is our auto load. So if I know we have our own vendor folder. Now this time around, the problem is we have our own supporters in here, and we should be using these supporters instead of the other supporters. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are getting. Secondly, there is no ZAS config here. In fact, we are using the ZAS config that is in the root. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just push this thing to GitHub and publish it as a package, and then I'll start trying to fix the linkage problem. I tested on some projects, yeah. So it's time to push some code to GitHub. Let's initialize our repository. Okay. Now I don't want this thing to be master. I don't want the branch name to be master. I want it to be the main branch. Okay, now it's already master. Huh. So all changes staged. Then we push them. Now I will have to go to GitHub and create a repository. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So I'm going to say and then I'm just going to get this one. Okay. Then I'm going to say Wait, what is it saying? You know what? So guys, I'm just setting up. I'm setting up some things here. So just give me a minute. I want to make this thing a composer package, and then I start using the package and see how I can fix the problems that will arise. Actually, okay. Okay. Wow, we are making a package here. We are making a package. Okay. So let me just add first. Yeah. We have the new branch. Now we have to be thinking about how composer works. So if we know that there is the auto load in there. So if we say PHP ZAS, we actually don't want ZAS itself. We don't want ZAS itself to require the. Now we need the master setup, because the master setup will get our auto load for composer, and then that auto load for composer will include our auto load, and then our auto load now will have to load our files from here. But then we know that we are getting the we know we are actually supposed to be getting the we know that they already have their supporters path from their configuration. So what's about our supporters? No, it's not quite easy. Like what? I'll have to think about this, and now I'm feeling even sleepy. So I'm going to try to finish this today. And then we can maybe I'll tell you what I did, or I'll also stream again. Okay, bye bye.